Yes, good morning, Nana. Today we are going to yesterday problems continuation. Notebook maintain చేయండి. You have to maintain the notes and copy the problems. Everyday link పంపిస్తున్నాను. Maximum Monday or Tuesday I will start the new topic. Monday కానీ Tuesday కానీ new topic start చేస్తాను. For IPL students complex numbers. For NPL and non-IC students permutation combinations. Okay, Nana? All the best. Now coming to the question. The quotient of x power 7 you have to find in this expansion. You have to find the quotient of x power 7 in the expansion of 1 minus x square plus x cube whole power 6. See, you have to do the factorization 1 minus x. From this 2 minus x square common, remaining 1 minus x whole power 6. So 1 minus x take outside. 1 minus x whole power 6 into remaining 1 minus x square whole power 6. Expand both expansion. We know very well 1 minus x whole power minus 1 minus x whole power n expansion is nc0 minus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square minus nc3 into x cube plus and so on. We don't know n is even or odd. Minus 1 whole power into n is ncn into x power n. By using this expansion, you have to expand it both. So that is 60 naught. In place of n you have 60 is there. 60 naught minus 61 into x plus 62 into x square minus 63 into x cube plus 64 into x power 4 minus 65 into x power 5 plus 66 into x power 6. Alternately have plus and minus. Into second expansion. Second expansion you have to do minus 60 naught minus 61 into x square plus 62 into x square whole square, that is x power 4 minus 63 into x square whole cube, that is x power 6 plus 64 into x square whole power 4, that is x power 8. You want to find the quotient of x power 7. From this inverse, it is a greater than x power 7. So plus and so on you can take it. 65 x square whole power 5 plus 66 x square whole power 6 will get. So now you have to find the quotient of x power 7. Quotient of x power 7. Observe that the quotient of x power 7 is 1 into x power 7 is x power 7, x into x power 6 you have, or x in x square into x power 5, or x cube into x power 4, or x power 4 into x cube. You have to find these all terms. So if you take the first term constant, in the second expansion does not contain the x power 7, leave it. Next if you take quotient of x into quotient of x power 6. So the quotient is minus 61 into minus 63. If you take x square into x power 5, does not contain second expansion x power 5, leave it. Next x cube into x power 4, x power 7. So plus into minus 63 into x 62. Next x power 4 into x cube. X cube second expansion does not contain x cube term. Next x power 5 into x square you have. So that is a minus 65 into minus 61. X power 6 into x. Second expansion does not contain x. Leave it. Minus into minus plus. 61 means 6. 63 means 6 into 5 into 4 by 3 into 2 into 1 plus into minus 6 into 5 into 4 by 3 into 2 into 1. 62 means 6 into 5 by 2 into 1 minus into minus plus. 65 means 61, both are same, 6 into 6. You can do the calculation. We get minus 144, we get the answer. And one more thing I am telling, you have to follow from the first class onwards. మీరు ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఆన్వర్స్ నుంచి ఫాలో అవుతేనే ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అర్థమవుతుందండి, లేకపోతే ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అనేది అనేబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అర్థం కానా మీకు పర్టికులర్ చెప్తున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ నుంచి మనం ఏదైతే యూట్యూబ్ లింక్స్ పంపించామో అట్లీస్ట్ ఆ యూట్యూబ్ లింక్స్ కంటిన్యూగా చూడండి. సో బేసిక్ నుంచి ఫాలో అవ్వచ్చు. ఈ టుడే అటెండ్ అయ్యి నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదంటే కాదు, ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ నుంచి యూ కెన్ ఫాలో దట్ క్లాస్. Copy it. Coming to next question. Quotient of x power 5 in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 21, 1 plus x whole power 22, 1 plus x whole power 23 up to and so on 1 plus x whole power 30. We have the formula TR plus 1. 1 plus x whole power n. TR plus 1 is NCR x power r. So quotient of x power r equal to NCR. Quotient of x power r is NCR. So you want to find the quotient of x power 5. So quotient of x power 5 equal to, from this term, quotient of x power 5 is 21C5. From this 22C5. From this 23C5. Plus and so on. Last time we have 30C5. But this is not given in the options. Option lo adi ledandi. You have to convert it in terms of options. We have the formula NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR. So I will do one thing. Adding and subtracting 21C6 I will add and subtracting 21C6. 5 plus 22C5 plus 23C5 and so on plus 30C5. They are added 21C6 and subtracting 21C6. So from these two you can apply this formula NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR formula we know very well. R is the bigger. Now 6 is the bigger. This becomes the 21 plus 1 22C6. Remaining continuation same 22C5 23C5 plus and so on plus 30C5 minus 21C6. Again you have to apply same formula 22 plus 1 23C6 23C5 remaining same thing until at the last term you can apply the same formula. See this, like whenever you have to like this you have NCR plus NCR minus 1 plus n plus 1 CR plus n plus 2 CR minus 1 like this is there up to and so on n plus SCR minus 1. That formula becomes a n plus S plus 1 CR you have. Whenever NCR plus NCR minus 1 plus n plus 1 CR minus 1 plus n plus 2 CR minus 1 plus and so on n plus S CR minus 1 is there, you can apply that last term. N is varying here, first two terms n is same, next onwards n is varying plus 1. So at the time R minus 1, next onwards R minus 1 is the same. Then last term you can increase the 1, that is n plus S plus 1. See, out of suffix bigger number is R, CR you have to take. Same formula you can apply directly. Not necessary you can do like this method. Directly you have to apply. First two terms n is the same, 21 you have. Next onwards it is increasing 1. So what is the last term you have? 30. 30 plus 1. C. Bigger number is 6 minus extra I have 21 C6. That is 31 C6 minus 21 C6. Copy the problem. Next question. Find the quotient of a power 8, b power 9, c power 4 in the expansion of a plus b plus c whole power 18 is. Find the quotient of a power 9, b power 8, b power 9, c power 4 in the expansion of a plus b plus c whole power 18. We know that multinomial theorem. What is the multinomial theorem? Suppose the given expansion like this you have x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus and so on xr whole power p. You have to find the quotient of x1 power n1 into x2 power n2, or you can take n, x3 power n3, and so on, xr power nr is n factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into and so on nr factorial, where n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus and so on nr is equal to n. Now you can observe this is the b power 6 nana, a power 8, b power 6, c power 4. Observe this 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 8 18 equal to anyhow. So quotient of a power 8, b power 6, c power 4 in a plus b plus c whole power 18 is 18 factorial by 8 factorial into 6 factorial into 4 factorial. Multinomial theorem I explained in later classes, previous classes I explained already. Copy this one. Next to 40. Find quotient of x power 9 in x minus 1 into x minus 4 into x minus 9 into and so on x minus 100 is, you have to find the quotient of x power 9 in the expansion. Like this you can see this is in the form of x minus 1, x minus 4 can be at 2 square into x minus 3 square up to and so on x minus 10 square. We have the formula C, x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 into and so on x minus alpha n. Product of n brackets. Product of n brackets. Product of n brackets means this will get s power n into x, you are multiplying n times, s1 into x power n minus 1 plus s2 into x power n minus 2 minus s3 into x power n minus 3 plus and so on plus minus 1 whole power into sn equal to 0. Alternately plus and minus, like this will get it. In theory of equation you have the formula s1 means sum of the all roots, s1 and a sum of the all roots alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 and so on alpha n. S2 is the sum of the product of two roots. S3 is the sum of the product of three roots. Same like the concept. You have product of 10 brackets. Product of how many brackets? 10 brackets. That means s power 10 minus s1 into x power 9 plus s2 into x power 8. Like this it goes. Minus s3 into x power 7 plus s4 into x power 6, like this it goes. So you want to find the quotient of x power 9. Quotient of x power 9 is minus s1. That is the minus of sum of the all roots. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus and so on plus 10 square. Sum of the squares of n natural numbers. What is sum of the squares of n natural numbers? Sigma n square. Sigma n square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. In place of n you have 10. Substituting the formula minus of 10 into 10 plus 1 into 2 times of 10 plus 1 by 6. That is the minus of 10 into 11 into 21 by 6. Cancel it everything. We get the minus 35 into 11. That is a minus 385 will get. Copy both problems. So next question, the term x plus y whole power 50, which is in absolute value if mod x equal to root 3 into mod y. We know the formula a plus b whole power n. A plus b whole power n. You have to check the n plus 1 into mod b by mod a plus mod b. If it is not an integer, means p plus f, then numerically greatest term is tp plus 1. N plus 1 into mod b by mod a plus mod b equal to p plus f. Some integer plus fraction value. The numerically greatest term is tp plus 1. tp plus 1. In case if it is an integer, the numerically greatest term you have obviously tp comma pth term comma p plus 1 term. So given expansion x plus y whole power 50, you have to check 50 plus 1 into mod y by mod x plus mod y. What is the mod x is given? Root 3 times of mod y. 51 into mod y. Mod x is root 3 into mod y plus mod y. Mod y common 51 into mod y by mod y common root 3 plus 1. Mod y cancel. Ratio is the denominator, root 3 minus 1 by root 3 minus 1, that is a 51 into root 3 minus 1 by a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, root 3 whole square, 3 minus 1 2, that is 25.5 into 1.732 minus 1, that is 25.5 into 0.732. If we multiply these two, we get 18.66 we get. This can be written as 18 plus 0.66. This is a p plus 1, p plus f. So what is the p value have? 18. So numerically greatest term equal to tp plus 1. That is t 18 plus 1. T 19 term is numerically greatest term. 19 term is the numerically greatest term. Copy the problem. NGT means numerically greatest term. Copy it. Copy the problem. వీడియోని పాజ్ చేసుకొని క్వశ్చన్ రాసేసుకోండి, ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది రాయడానికి ప్యారలల్గా. Coming to next question. The greatest integer which divides the number they ask. 101 whole power 100 minus 1. 101 means 1 plus 100 whole power 100 minus 1. We have the formula 1 plus x whole power n. 1 plus x whole power n is nc0 plus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square plus and so on ncn into x power n. So this is the 100c0 plus 100c1 into x means 100 plus 100c2 into x square means 100 whole square plus and so on 100c 100 power 100 minus 1. 100c0 means 1 plus 100 into 100 plus 100c2 into 100 whole square plus and so on 100c 100 means 1, that is 100 power 100 remaining minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 get cancel, 100 whole square you have to take common, remaining here 1 plus 100c2 plus and so on 100 power 98. So obviously this is the divisible by 100 whole square. 100 whole square means 100 means 10 square. 10 square whole square means 10 power 4. అన్నా మీకు ఏమన్నా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే యూ కెన్ మేక్ ఏ కాల్ టు మీ. మీరు డౌట్స్ అడగండి లేదా వాట్సాప్ నుంచి మెసేజ్ పెట్టండి. ఎనీ టైం 24 అవర్స్లో అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటాను. సో మీ డౌట్ క్లియర్ చేస్తాను, ఓకేనా? అది ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ అయినా సెకండ్ ఇయర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అయినా కానీ. సిబిఎస్ఈలో ఆల్రెడీ 30% వెయిటేజ్ రిలీజ్ చేశాడండి. సో మీకు 30% రిలీజ్ చేయొచ్చు, కానీ ఏ టాపిక్స్ రిలీజ్ చేశాడో చెప్పారు వాళ్ళు. బట్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్కి మనకి ఏ టాపిక్స్ రిలీజ్ చేయాలా, ఏ టాపిక్స్ ఉంచాలి అనేది డిస్ప్లే. ఈరోజు పేపర్ టుడే న్యూస్ పేపర్లో మీకు ఓన్లీ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏదైతే డిలీట్ చేశాడో ఇచ్చాడు, బట్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏది డిలీట్ చేశాడో స్టేట్ బోర్డు ఇవ్వలేదు. సో ఆల్ సెంట్రల్ సిలబస్తో పాటు మనం కూడా ఉండాలి, ప్లస్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్కి అన్ని యూనివర్సిటీస్ మనం ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. కాబట్టి ఏ టాపిక్స్ డిలీట్ చేస్తారో చూద్దాం సెకండ్ ఇయర్ టాపిక్స్లో. ఓకేనా? ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్. Now coming to the asking, 9 power 7 plus 7 power 9 is divisible by is asking. These type of problems you can see 7 and 9 between number 8. Between 7 and 9 number is 8. So both you have to convert in terms of 8. I will write this is the 1 plus 8 whole power 7 plus this is the 8 minus 1 whole power 9. This is the 1 plus 8 whole power 7 plus minus common, minus 4 odd number is minus, so outside I will write minus 1 minus 8 whole power 9. We have the formula 1 plus x whole power n, this is expansion. 1 minus x whole power n, we have alternately plus and minus will comes nc naught minus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square plus and so on plus minus 1 whole power n into ncn x power n. Expand, this is the 7c naught plus 7c1 into 8 plus 7c2 into 8 square plus 7c3 into 8 cube plus and so on 7c7 into 8 power 7 minus of the second expansion 9c naught minus 9c1 into 8 plus 9c2 into 8 square minus 9c3 into 8 cube plus and so on. 9 is odd number, so minus 9c9 into 8 power 9. Obviously 7c naught means 1, 7c1 means 7, 7 8 56 plus 7c2 into 8 square, remaining not necessary plus and so on. 7c7 means 1, 8 power 7 minus c naught apply and say minus 9c naught means 1, minus into minus plus 9c1 means 9, 9 8 72 plus 9c2 into 8 square minus into minus plus into minus minus plus 9c3 into 8 cube plus 8 power 9. 9c9 is 1. Now plus 1 I am cancel, that is a 56 72 is, that is a 128 plus 7c2 into 8 square plus and so on 8 power 7 minus 9c2 into 8 square plus 9c3 into 8 cube plus and so on plus 8 power 9. From the total term 8 square means 64. This is everything is more than 8 square terms you have. Every term contain the 8 squares means 64 containing. The first term also contains 64. 64 common. 64 2s are remaining 7c2 will get. From the 8 power 7, 8 square taken outside, remaining 8 power 5 minus 9c2 plus 9c3 into 8 plus and so on 8 power 7. So this is an integer. So integer you can take as 64 into k. K is a bracket term. So obviously 64k is a multiple of 64. So is divisible by 64. Again you can see 9 and 7 between number you have 8. So both terms you can convert in terms of 8. 9 can be written as 1 plus 8 whole power 7. 7 can be written as 8 minus 1 whole power 9. Expand by using 1 plus x whole power n and 1 minus x whole power n expansions. We get both. 7c naught value, 9c naught value, both values are 1. c naught means 1. So cancel it both. Remaining every term contain the 8 square. You have to simplify. Remaining every term contains 64. You have 64 common. So multiple of 64 means obviously it is divided by 64. Copy the problem. Coming to next question. The logger of 99 power 50 plus 100 power 50 and 101 power 50. We have the one relation 2n minus 1 whole power n plus 2n whole power n is less than 2n plus 1 whole power n. We know the relation, that is the in synopsis we have for n is an integer. N is an integer. 2n minus 1 whole power n plus 2n power n less than 2n plus 1 whole power n we have. So you can see, take the n equal to 50. You can take n equal to 50. Then 2n minus 1. 2 into 50 is 100. 100 minus 50 plus 2 into 50 is 100. 100 power 50 is less than 2 into 50 is 100. 100 plus 1. 101 whole power 50. So this is the 99 power 50 plus 100 power 50 is less than 101 whole power 50. So which is the bigger? So larger one is 101 whole power 50 here. Copy it. Now coming to next question 45. The remainder left out when 8 power 2n minus 62 whole power 2n plus 1 is divisible by 9. Once you can recall, multiply of 9 nearby 62. Nearby 62. Since the 8 powers of 8 is a 64 is there. So already one more number 62 is given. Obviously 9 7s are 63. 9 7s are 63. So these two terms you have to convert in terms of 63. 8 power 2n. They given 8 power 2n minus 62 power 2n plus 1. This can be written as 8 square whole power n minus 62 whole power 2n plus 1. 8 square means 64. 64 power n minus 62 whole power n plus 1. 2n plus 1. So nearby 62 and 64, middle number is 63. 63 is multiply of 9, obviously. So this can be written as 1 plus 63 whole power n. This is the 63 minus 1 whole power 2n plus 1. 2n is odd number, 2n is even number, 2n plus 1 is odd. So from these two minus common, minus whole power odd number is minus, minus becomes a plus. Again I am repeating, from these two minus you have to take outside. That becomes a 1 minus 63 whole power 2n plus 1. Minus for odd number is minus. Minus into minus plus. That is a 1 plus 63 whole power n plus 1 minus 63 whole power 2n plus 1. Expand by using 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus x whole power n. This is a nc0 plus nc1 into x 63 plus nc2 into 63 whole square up to and so on. Ncn into 63 whole power n plus this is the 1 minus x whole power n. So alternately we get plus minus. In place of n we have 2n plus 1. So 2n plus 1 c0 minus 2n plus 1 c1 x plus 2n plus 1 c2 x square and so on. 2n plus 1 is odd, so we can take minus sign. 2n plus 1 c 2n plus 1 63 power 2n plus 1. So nc0 means 1 plus nc1 into 63 plus nc2 into 63 whole square plus and so on. This is the 63 whole power n. 2nc0 also is 1 minus 2n plus 1 c1 63 plus 2n plus 1 c2 63 whole square plus and so on minus 2n plus 1 c2n plus 1 means 1 63 whole power 2n plus 1. 1 plus 1 obviously 2. Remaining all terms here contain 63 is there, 63 common. Remaining nc1 plus nc2 into 63 plus and so on 63 whole power n minus 1 plus from this 2n plus 1 c1 plus and so on 63 whole power 2n. So this is the multiple of 63, that is 2 plus 63 into k. 63 means 9 into 7, bracket value you can take as k. So that is 2 plus 9 into 7 into k. This 9 into 7 into k is obviously divisible by 9. What is the extra quantity you have? Plus 2. So the remainder is 2. If it divisible by 2, then we get remainder equal to 2. Copy that problem. See the next question. Note point, integral part of a plus root b whole power n. Check a square minus b value. A square minus b value, if it is 1, then that integral part is an even integer. If a square minus b is not equal to 1, then the integral part is an odd integer. These type of problems I explained in the IPE XI 3.1. XI 3.1 లో మీకు explain చేశానన్నా I plus f equal to 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n. Then capital F you have taken 7 minus 4 root 3 whole power n. After you have to find the range of capital F. That procedure you did. One time you have to practice those two problems. మీరు practice చేసే ఆ 2 problems, then you are able to understand this 3. Now coming to this, the a plus root b have whole power n. A 7 root b is the 4 root 3. A square minus b, that is a 7 square minus 4 root 3 whole square, that is a 49 minus 16 3 is a 48 is 1. So integral part is an even integer. Integral part is an even integer. Now coming to this problem, a plus root b whole power n is whatever we have. So a square minus b, that is 7 square minus 5 root 2 whole square, that is a 49 minus 25 2 is a 50 is minus 1. It is the minus 1, so this is not equal to 1. So integral part is odd integer. Now coming to capital R is given 6 root 6 plus 14 whole power 2n plus 1. This type of problems also you did. Then f is the fractional part, that is a r minus step of root 6, where denotes the greatest integer function. This is the greatest step function, means greatest integer function. Then small r into f, capital R into f they asking. You can observe a plus root b, a square minus b, that is a 14 square minus 60 root 6 whole square, that is 196 minus 216 not equal to 1, means that integral part is an odd integer. Then small f always lies between that small f plus capital F is lies between 0 to, that is a small f and capital F lies between minus 1 to 1. You have minus 1 to 1, you have the 0 is a integer, so capital F plus small f we have 0 will get small f equal to minus capital F. Capital F here can take 6 root 6 minus 14, 6 root 6 minus 14 or 14 minus 6 root 6. That procedure you know very well. So I will take small f, we have conjugate of this one, 6 root 6 minus 14 whole power 2n plus 1. You can take the product r into f, 6 root 6 plus 14 whole power 2n plus 1 into 6 root 6 minus 14 whole power 2n plus 1. One time you can do the problem in the binomial theorem XI 3.1, then you get the idea. A plus b into a minus b, that is 6 root 6 whole square minus 14 whole square whole power 2n plus 1. Already outside you have the minus sign. 6 root 6 means obviously have 6 root 6 have 216 minus 186 whole power 2n plus 1. So that is 20 power 2n plus 1. R into F we have 20 power 2n plus 1. Procedure చేయండి అన్న, ఈ ప్రొసీజర్ చేస్తే మీకు ఈజీగా ప్రాబ్లం able to understand. ఇదంతా ప్రొసీజర్లో మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను ఇంటర్మీడియట్లో. సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇక్కడ ఉంది, సేమ్ థింగ్ చూడండి ఇక్కడ. నా కమింగ్ టు నెక్స్ట్ 49. √2 + 1 whole power 6. The integral part is asking. √2 + 1 whole square I will let whole power 6 I will let whole square whole cube. This is the a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab whole cube. That is 3 plus 2 √2 whole cube. Again you have to expand 3 cube plus 2 √2 whole cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. This is 3 cube is 27, 2 cube 8, 8 into 16 to √2, 9 3 are 27, 27 2s are 54 √2, 2 √2 whole square, 4 2s are 8, 8 into 9 72. So this is a 99 plus 70 √2. That is 99. Sorry, 16 plus 54 70. √2 means 1.414. So that is a 99 plus 7 into 14.414. That is a 99 plus 7 8. (99 plus 98) that is a 197.98. So integral part is obviously is 197. Integral part is equal to 197 is the answer. Copy that problem. Next question. NCR plus 1 plus NCR minus 1 plus 2 times of NCR. The 2 times of NCR, this is the NCR plus 1 plus NCR minus 1, 2 times of NCR I will let NCR plus NCR. We have the formula NCR plus NCR minus 1 is N plus 1 CR. So you can write together these two, NCR plus 1 plus NCR plus NCR plus NCR minus 1. Apply the formula N plus 1 CR between these two. Now bigger number is R plus 1, so N plus 1 CR plus 1. First to N plus 1 CR plus 1, second to N plus 1 CR. Again you have to apply same formula. That becomes the N plus 1 plus 1. C bigger number is R plus 1, so R plus 1. That is N plus 2 CR plus 1. Next class I will explain the from 51 onwards. Up to today I will complete up to 50 bits. So practice the problem, then we get the perfect. సో ఏ టాపిక్ డిలీట్ చేస్తాడో ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ మనకు తెలియదు కాబట్టి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ బైనామియల్ థియరమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నానండి. ఫర్ ఐపీఎల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ యూ విల్ స్టార్ట్ ద న్యూ టాపిక్ ఫ్రమ్ ద మండే ఆన్వర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ ఎన్పిఎల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ న్యూ టాపిక్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ట్యూస్డే ఆర్ వెన్స్డే ఆన్వర్స్. ఎన్పిఎల్ అండ్ నియాన్ ఐసీ నానా.